You could hear the sound of bells at the soccer fields of the United States Sports Academy. A special clinic was put on by a former graduate of the academy. He was teaching visually impaired students how to play soccer. Our Claudia Nichols was there to find out how this works.
And we're going to pass the ball. To come back here and put on a clinic for blind soccer, it's amazing. It's wonderful.
It was a special day on the soccer fields at the United States Sports Academy. Head coach of the U.S. men's national Paralympic blind soccer team, Ryan Lazaro, put on a blind soccer clinic at his alma mater. Coach Lazaro says he graduated from the U.S. Sports Academy in 2009 with a bachelor's in sports coaching, and he says he had two major goals for the clinic.
It was to spread that awareness and just let people know we have a new national team that, number one, you can play for if you are visually impaired, and number two, to another Team USA that you can root for when the time comes.
The Spanish Fort High School soccer team was invited to the clinic to learn how to play blind soccer as well as help coach students from the Callahan School for the Deaf and Blind. Varsity head soccer coach at Spanish Fort High, Jason Bauer, says he was surprised by some aspects of how it's played.
It was surprising that the ball moves as quickly as it does. I would think that it would be a lot harder to move it with just sound.
The soccer balls have bells inside of them so players can follow the sound of the ball. There are also guides on the field to give directions. The Spanish Fort team didn't just help out, they got the chance to learn the game from a different perspective by putting on eye covers and playing blind. Dylan Gaynor plays soccer for Spanish Fort. He says being a guide was a lot harder than expected.
When you're not aware of your surroundings, it's very hard to tell them turn 90 degrees or turn all the way around because they really don't know where they are. Or when you say go straight, they don't know where they're really going. So you have to be very specific in how you're telling them to move because they really have no idea what they're doing themselves. You're just guiding them.
A student at the Callahan School for the Deaf and Blind admits she was hesitant to kick the ball at first.
I kind of didn't want to do it, but then when I saw other people doing it, I was like, you know what, I might as well do it myself. It was kind of easier than I expected, honestly.
Coach Lazaro was named head coach just a few months ago, but he already has a big vision for his team.
A big goal for us was to be ranked in the world as a new national team. So after playing Japan and England, we've accomplished that. So we're just waiting for January 1 to kind of see where we fall in the world rankings.
And Coach Lazaro says his goal is to proudly represent the country at the 2028 Paralympics in Los Angeles.